What if I told you that the coins in your pocket could be worth more than their face value, much more? Today, we're diving into the world of rare UK coins, some of which have sold for eye-watering amounts. From historic errors to limited editions, let's explore the stories behind 4 of the most expensive and ultra-rare UK coins that could make you a fortune. Let's start with one of the most exciting coins on the list, the 1983 £1 coin. At first glance, this might look like just any ordinary pound coin you've encountered before, but there's a twist. If you happen to find a 1983 £1 coin with the Decus Et Tutamen inscription upside down, you could be holding something worth as much as $25,000. Now, you might be wondering, why is this coin so valuable? Well, it all goes back to a minting error in 1983. The inscription Decus Et Tutamen, which translates to an ornament and a safeguard, is an important phrase that was featured on the edge of the coin. The idea behind this phrase was to represent the coin's significance as both a symbol of value and protection. However, during the minting process, a batch of these coins was struck incorrectly, and the inscription was engraved upside down. This wasn't just a slight mistake, it was a significant error. The upside-down Decus Et Tutamen is incredibly rare, which is exactly what makes this coin so valuable. Imagine this, a minting flaw that's so small, yet so impactful, that it could turn a simple pound coin into a small fortune. Coin collectors and numismatists love errors like this because they tell a unique, tangible story about the coin's journey through the minting process. When you're looking at a coin with an error like this, you're not just holding a piece of currency. You're holding a small piece of history, one that's rare, valuable, and likely to increase in worth over time. These kinds of mistakes are what make certain coins so coveted by collectors, and the 1983 £1 coin with an upside-down inscription is no exception. If you ever come across one of these in your change or while sifting through your coin collection, it's definitely time to take a closer look. That seemingly ordinary coin could be a hidden treasure, just waiting to be discovered. And if you find one, be sure to get in touch with a professional coin dealer or numismatist. This rare error could be worth thousands of dollars. Next, let's travel back to 1969, when the 50 new pence coin was first introduced. You might think of the 50p coin as a fairly common piece of currency today, but back in 1969, this coin was actually much larger and had a completely different shape. In fact, the 1969 50 new pence coin wasn't in circulation for very long. Only a limited number of these coins were minted before the UK revamped its entire coinage system, making them rare and highly valuable today. This is where the real story begins. The 1969 50 new pence coin, which some collectors refer to as the large 50p, was only produced in small quantities, and that's what makes it so special. It was initially intended as part of the UK's transition to a decimalized currency, but the size of the coin was quickly deemed impractical. So, it was withdrawn from circulation, and the Royal Mint began producing a smaller, more convenient version that we're familiar with today. Now, the coins that managed to survive this short period of circulation have become a rare treasure. If you manage to get your hands on one of these coins, you could be sitting on a fortune. In fact, some of these 1969 50 new pence coins have been sold for as much as $50,000 at auction, making it one of the most expensive UK coins in existence. But what is it about this coin that makes it so valuable? Well, a few factors contribute to its high price tag. First, the size of the coin is a key feature. It's significantly larger than the current 50p, and this unique size alone makes it stand out. The coin's design also plays a crucial role in its desirability. One of the most striking elements is the intricate image of the crown of St. Edward, which was featured on the reverse side. This design, along with other detailed elements, adds to the coin's aesthetic value. It's also important to note that the 1969 50 new pence coin wasn't just rare because of its short-lived circulation, its limited mintage ensures that few are available for collectors to purchase. The combination of its rarity, historical significance, and stunning design has made it a coveted piece in the world of numismatics. The 1969 50 new pence coin is a perfect example of how a simple piece of currency can become a priceless gem. If you ever come across one of these coins, you're looking at more than just change. It's a rare collectible that could very well increase in value over time. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who enjoys exploring the hidden gems of British history, the 1969 50 new pence coin is a true testament to the enduring appeal of rare and unusual coins. Moving on to the 1982 UK 20 pence coin, which, at first glance, might seem like just another 20p coin. But to the trained eye, this coin hides a valuable secret. Believe it or not, this rare coin can be worth up to $12,000. So, what makes the 1982 20 pence coin so special? Well, during the minting process, the Royal Mint made a mistake with the design. Instead of using the intended final design, they accidentally used a prototype version of the coin. The prototype coin is different in a few important ways. It has a larger size and a different font compared to the regular 20p coins that were issued in the years that followed. If you compare the 1982 version with the standard 20p, the difference is immediately noticeable. The prototype is larger and more substantial in size, while the regular 20p coin is smaller and more compact. Along with this size difference, the font on the 1982 coin is distinct, adding another layer of uniqueness to it. The combination of these design differences makes the 1982 20 pence coin stand out and become incredibly valuable to collectors. This error is extremely rare. The Royal Mint quickly realized the mistake and withdrew the misprinted coins from circulation. However, some of these prototype coins made it into the public's hands before they were recalled, which is why they're so valuable today. Since only a small number of these prototype coins were made, they've become highly sought after by numismatists and coin collectors. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unusual coins, especially those with minting errors. Coins like the 1982 20 pence prototype are particularly prized because they're not just rare, they also represent a unique piece of British coinage history. Imagine holding a coin that was only meant to be a test piece, yet it made its way into circulation, carrying with it a story of a momentary mistake that now makes it highly valuable. The 1982 prototype coin's rarity is what drives its value. It wasn't just a simple design change, it was a completely different version of the coin that was made in limited numbers. That's why it's become a treasure among coin enthusiasts. Some of these coins have sold for as much as $12,000 in auctions, depending on their condition and provenance. If you find one of these coins in your pocket change, you could be holding a small fortune. It's incredible to think that a simple mistake during the minting process could lead to something worth thousands of dollars. For collectors, finding one of these coins is like striking gold, something many people will never experience. The 1982 UK 20 pence prototype coin is a perfect example of how a seemingly small error can create something incredibly rare and valuable. And if you happen to find one, you'll not only be holding a piece of British history, but you could also be sitting on a treasure worth $12,000. Last, but certainly not least, we have the 1971 new pence 2p coin. Now, this coin isn't just any regular 2 pence coin. If you find one of these, you could be holding on to something worth around $10,000. So, what's the story behind this coin? In 1971, the UK adopted a new decimal currency system, which replaced the old pence with a new, decimalized coinage. As part of this transition, the design on the 2 pence coins was updated. However, there was a significant issue with the first batch of 2 pence coins that were struck. Instead of simply reading pence, these early coins were minted with the inscription new pence. This mistake was a big deal because it wasn't just a small design change, it was a key part of the new decimal currency system that marked a major shift in the UK's economy. The new pence inscription was supposed to indicate that these coins were part of the new decimal system. But as time went on, the Royal Mint realized the inscription needed to be simplified, so they quickly updated the design to just say pence instead. The error wasn't something that went unnoticed for long. The Royal Mint corrected the design after just a short period, meaning that only a small number of the 1971 new pence 2p coins were minted before the design was changed. These original coins with the new Pence inscription are extremely rare today because they were only produced in limited quantities before being pulled from circulation. That rarity is what makes them so valuable now. The 1971 new Pence 2p coin is a significant piece of British history, representing the moment when the country made the switch to decimal currency. The coins that were minted with the new Pence inscription are considered an important part of that transition, and their limited numbers only add to their appeal among collectors. If you happen to find one of these coins, don't just toss it aside. The 1971 new Pence 2p is a rare error coin, and it's worth a lot more than its face value. Depending on the condition, a 1971 new Pence 2p coin can fetch up to $10,000 at auction, making it a highly sought-after item for numismatists. Imagine coming across one of these coins in your pocket change or a collection of old coins. What a surprise that would be. The rarity, historical significance, and value of the 1971 new Pence 2p coin make it a true treasure for collectors. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just starting to explore the world of rare coins, this coin is one to keep an eye out for. These 4 ultra-rare UK coins are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the world of numismatics. If you're a coin collector, or even just someone who's interested in the history and value of rare coins, keep your eyes peeled. A forgotten coin at the back of your drawer might just be the ticket to a small fortune. So, what do you think? Could you have one of these rare coins sitting in your collection? Be sure to check your change and, who knows, you might just strike gold. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more coin tips, history, and everything you need to know about rare collectibles. See you next time.